Hello YouTube, Damo_23 and welcome back to another episode of Glory Hunter. Since we last met, we have played a couple games. We haven't won, but we're doing the job, and that's all that matters. We have obviously got a massive tie in the semi-final. Juve, we did draw to. They've just done us a favour in the league as well, and we're about to recap all of that as of right now as well. And with that being said, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Let's get straight into it. Since we last played, which was West Ham and then Inter, we didn't rotate against West Ham, but boy, did we get pumped. There was a point where I'm like, if they scored another earlier, I probably would have went live. I would have went and started filming a YouTube episode. Look, both goals came late. We defended pretty well, but yeah, look, Odenake again coming off the bench to stay up shop and getting sent off, not nice. And then concede 2 goals and. Look, it was a little bit of squeaky bum time, but not much. We then played Torino. We did rotate, knowing how important this game is. We did keep a couple of the big boys out there, though. Most only Rafael Leao and Kalu. But yeah, look, we dominated. We didn't win. It is what it is. But mercifully put, when you look at Juve and you look at who they recently played, they played the late kickoff against Inter. Inter knew before they walked out there to play Juve at the Allianz that if they won, they would still have 2 games in hand and be in a position where if they won those games in hand, they would be in and around us as well. As it so happens, ain't the case anymore for them. They're on 74 points. We're 9 points clear. I think that if Inter won that game at squeaky bum time, without them winning that game there against Juve, I think we've got enough about ourselves to beat Salento and, of course, probably Udinese as well in the run-in, which would be enough to see us win the league. With that being said, too, we obviously got Barcelona in the next knockout stage of the Champions League, and that will be next episode. But it's a semi-final, the Italia Copa. This game will probably depend on if we're going to be here next year or not. Now, the big thing for us, and the obviously issue is we have had a few little knocks and whatever. Calabria has got an injection, so he plays. It's only like something small and minor. He's back in a few days' time. But Victor Roque picked up an injury, I think in the Champions League game. Took him off straight away. He's been out for a bit. He's back here now, but yeah, he's not 100%. Either. You good enough to play complete forward? No. For a second, I was like, hang on. But yeah, look, we look good. We know on our day if we rock up, we can beat Juve easy. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Last time we played Juve, though, we drew, and obviously in the league, we won away from home and drew at home. So still a lot to go. Your team for the semi-final here of the Italian Copa. Magnan. No, I can't say his name. Mike in goals. Maganin. I haven't had an issue saying that all year. Calabria, Kalu, Tomori, and Hernandez. Ismail Benacour, Tonali, Olmo, Giovanni Reina, Victor Roque, and Rafael Leao. It's a very standard lineup. Off we go. We'll continue straight in. See what we can do. I've got to give these boys a lot of credit. And hopefully, we can go out there and see what we can do. Juve lining up as so. Vicario back in net. Look, he had a world of a game against us last time at home. But yeah, McKennie alongside Miretti's on the other side. Kezia, Maximin, and Valahovic is their best 3 up top as well. So yeah, look, they're at full strength. Hopefully we can get at Kirkez again, who the 22-year-old is the one that made a mistake in the first game. Look, here we are. Massive game. Hopefully we just go out there and be world class and knock them off. But you look, it's Juve, it's the old lady, they're a very good side, and St. Maxim with an early corner. Cleared away, but only as far as Dennis Zakarian, who I didn't realise was out there. Danny Olmo thumps one away, and there we are. Didn't think I saw Dennis in the side. Maybe they've made an early change due to injury. Anyway, Victor Roque wins that. Giovanni Reina with the tackle, which was great. And here we go. Giovanni Reina, big moment, hits the post. I'm telling you, if we had a proper 10 this year, we would have been untouchable. It was my decision to keep him. I think he's had a decent year, but when you compare him to what Arsene Zakarian did for us last year, anyway, Theo Hernandez knows how to whip him. He does. Rafael Leao, Danny Olmo. Eventually we score. Giovanni Reina missed a good edge chance, but we won the ball back. Theo, Rafael Leao with present mind to lay it back, and Danny Olmo inside 10 minutes gives us a 1-0 lead. We do lead 3-2 in aggregate. Away goals do not count in the Italian Cup. I know they count in the Spanish Cup, but we eventually have to go back there to win it. But there we go, Rafael Leao, Danny Olmo, and, 1-0. Exactly what we want to see. Our first shot on target has gone in. If we keep a clean sheet, we're into the cup final. Tonali, Kalu, Tomori, Theo Hernandez. Drives with it. Keeps going. Ball in. Well parried and great double save from Vicario. They reckon Roque intervened in play. I don't know about that. But Vicario did well to get to the cross and then save the second. We've been the better side here, but the longer it stays 1-0, the more, Juve could FN us. Need to find a second. Time is ticking away. Tonali now can whip one in there. And he does. Headed by Tamori. Hits the post and it comes out. We're that close to a 2-0 lead. Very, very close, but not quite there. Time ticks away. 45 minutes played, 1-0. Love it. Into the dressing room. We're 45 minutes away from the Italia Cup final. Giovanni Reina, back to Kalou. If I was to get a second, Tonali on a booking is probably coming off so he can play that final. Rafael Leao. Theo Hernandez. Whoa, what a ball. What a header into the top bin. Wow. Theo Hernandez on the volley. Puts it in there. And Rafael Leao heads it to where the Spiders live in the corner of the goal. That was one of the better headers you're going to see. I know it was it's just the pinpoint accuracy of the header was ridiculous. Anyway, Zakaria clears it. He thinks he's done a good enough job. Theo Hernandez, first time volley. Rafael Leao heads it into an area where no keeper's saving that. And we're 2-0 up and we're flying. And we are going to make a double change. Hiroshi, who's the new international, is going to come in. And Victor Roque in for Luca Amico. The big part of what we've done this year is developing young talent here for AC Milan. We've been doing that. And well, Iwamoto, out you go. The good thing for the long term of this save is these are guys that we've signed, right? We know all about. They're going to get some good development. But the AI probably won't play them as much as we are. So they're eventually going to want to come, to other clubs and we can probably pick them up. With that being said as well, we are 2-0 up. Calabria's got that knock. Theo Hernandez had a pretty good game, but Mikolenko's going to go out there too. Just go into some wing-backs on support, I think, as well, just to help see out the game here too. Rafael Leao's a little bit legless. We're going to keep him out there as well. You even need to find 2 goals from anywhere. We've really dominated this game, though, and I don't see a world where they come back into it. Time ticks away. I think, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to get excited. It's time to get excited. Ismail Benacour's going to come off. Odanaka's going to come in. Koulibaly for Kalou's had a pretty good game. Apparently not. That's all right. We'll get Odanaka in then, and that's the last change. That's all she ticked. That's all she wrote. We're into the Italian Cup final. And we're going to have a final to win the Italian Cup and tick it off the list. You all deserve to be in the final. We've basically got one hand on the trophy in terms of the Serie A. And we're going to be playing Inter, who through Cody Gakpo scored early. And Inter, who beat us recently. Who we're going to play at the Olimpico. And there we go. It's a final against Inter. If we play our best, we're definitely going to be favourites. That is going to be the end of the episode. No more frills or spills. That final is due to be played after Udinese. So we're going to be playing Barca, Atlanta, Barca, Udinese. We'll be rotating against Atlanta, you would imagine. And then I'll see you guys for Inter and probably Napoli to win the league, where we could do the Italian Cup and Italian Serie A double. With that being said, we're going to keep our eye on the job centre because it is very likely we could do a double and we might start looking maybe a club that we could move to. Who knows, maybe. If it's one of the big boys, of course, as well. Without further ado, though, I'll see you guys next time. Give it a like, do subscribe. Thank you, and goodbye.